Okay, so welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showcasing the Bose portable smart speaker here, which I have just purchased. I'm just going to be doing a review of it, showing you all the features, and yeah, just helping you choose whether you'd like to buy it or not. So we'll start with the price. I got it for £270, but that was on a Black Friday sale, so I'm not sure what it usually is, probably into the 300s, 350 maybe. So it is very steep for a speaker of this size, as you can see. If I put it up against the Ultimate Hyper Boom here, it is bigger than I expected, and it's bigger than it looks in the pictures, but it's obviously, and it weighs just over a kilogram, I think, so, but that does make it nice and easy to take around, use outside and whatnot. You could carry this for hours, you'd never have any problems. Whereas the Hyper Boom is definitely a different story there, because that's awful to carry. So, yeah, if you turn this on the top here, it will read the battery out.
Battery 100%.
Sounds a bit robotic. I'm a bit disappointed with that voice, to be honest, because it's like the Hyper Boom's battery reader person sounds a lot more premium, but that's a small thing, obviously. And this cradle here doesn't come with the speaker, but you can buy it for 20 quid extra, and it literally, so it's got the connectors that push down on there, and then on the bottom of the speaker it's got the rings, and you just pop it on and it starts charging. It's as simple as that. So it's basically a wireless charger really, because you don't really need to do anything else. I'm going to take it off because it's 100%. So once you do that, if you go into the Bose Music app on your phone, this is obviously a smart speaker, so it can be used with Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Currently it's on Wi-Fi, as you can see. So if you go to Spotify and there's settings here, so you can group speakers, so you can actually group this with the Hyper Boom quite easily, even though they're not from the same brand, which I thought was quite cool. Then if you choose the source here, you can choose Apple AirPlay or Bluetooth, which is quite nice. Shows you the battery at the bottom there as well. And then the audio, you can edit the bass and the treble volumes. This goes up to 100 if you just tap this enough times, but to be honest, I don't notice any difference. So that's a bit odd there. But then we've got the settings up here. So you can choose the voice assistant, which is the main thing. So when it's connected to Wi-Fi, you can choose between Alexa and Google Assistant built in, and then you can set it up to use it as a normal Alexa speaker would. So it can connect to smart devices and whatnot. So if you say, Alexa, good night,
Nighty night.
they can turn the lights off because they're smart lights and whatnot. So Alexa, good morning.
Rise and shine.
So there you go, little things like that make it quite nice. And obviously you can it's a full-on integrated Alexa speaker now, which is quite nice. So then you can use this app here, or you can go into your own Spotify app, and it will just connect through AirPlay at the bottom. So as you can see, it will connect through there. So it's quite simple like that. The buttons on the top here, you can see the one up here is just turns on Bluetooth or turns it off. Simple as that. Volume buttons here, and then you can see the white light that goes around the speaker represents the volume. But obviously you can also just ask Alexa to set the volume to, whatever percent you want. This will play and pause, double tap will skip. This turns off your mic, so if you now say Alexa, it won't hear you. So if you're paranoid about that, then there's that. And this is just a button to activate Alexa. Stop. So that's stuff like that. So yeah, it's also 360-degree sound. So no matter which way the speaker is rotated, it will always sound like the sound is firing at you, which is very nice. You can put it in the middle of a room, everyone around it will be able to hear. Very nice. It's also IPX4 waterproof, I believe. So it's not submergible, but it's definitely splash proof, dust proof. It's pretty rugged. Not as much as something like this or the Boombox 2, which is IPX7, I believe. They're much better, but it's definitely not bad. It will do you if you get caught in a shower outside and whatnot. So I think that's that for most of the features. Apart from, actually, when it's on, if you press the power button once, it puts it into a standby mode. So it's now off. So if I try to connect to it, I wouldn't be able to on my phone, but Alexa will still listen to your voice, and you'll still be able to ask things with that. And then if you hold it down, that's fully powered off. As you can see, the light goes off on the top. So little things like that, quite nice. I guess all that's left to do now is a little sound test, and then I'll do another video later comparing it with the Hyperboom. I know it might be a bit of a steep comparison, seeing as the Hyperboom's a bit bigger, but obviously I don't really have much else to compare it to apart from these little clip things, which are pretty useless. So I'll get onto the sound test. Okay, so I'm going to be using Diamond Eyes Everything for this, which is an NCS, no copyright song. So it's you'll be I'm not sure how well it will come out in this video. Obviously it's always a bit skeptical, but you'll be able to tell, hopefully anyway, that the sound that comes out of this thing for the size is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I've used it outside and you can hear it for miles, and it's the Bluetooth range as well is, I mean, I couldn't get it to disconnect and I went very far, so it's definitely, it packs a punch. I can't say a whole lot for the bass. It's definitely not anything I'm used to, because I'm used to big things like this. But it's, I mean, for the size, the you know, the sheer sound that comes out of it is quite incredible. So hopefully that comes across in this video here. You can see the battery line here, so it's hard to even really.
Feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold you hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Okay, I'm not sure how well that comes across, obviously, but that is actually quite terrifyingly loud for how small and cute this thing is, really. The battery says it's supposed to last 12 hours. I haven't been able to test that really yet, but it doesn't seem as though they'd be lying there. So overall, that's the Bose portable smart speaker. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching.